Hi, yesterday I had my shoulder surgery. I had a labrum repair. It's called the Bankart procedure. My background is basically about 20 odd years ago. I first dislocated my shoulder playing rugby, and I've since dislocated it and been in hospital about 10 times to have it put back in. And I've got to the point where I really have to get something done because my shoulder was a complete mess. Basically, the labrum is cartilage that surrounds the ball of the shoulder joint. And if you have a violent dislocation like I did playing rugby, or if you play American football or you're someone who throws a ball a lot in sports, this is quite a common injury, and it can be quite debilitating. For me, like I said, I've dislocated it 10 times now, and sometimes not even through anything particularly violent or to do with sport even. So it was becoming quite a big problem. I don't play rugby anymore. I'm 46, but I do a lot of cycling, running, and I was doing triathlon. But I had to stop doing triathlon because swimming front crawl, which puts your arm in that position, actually dislocated it as well. So I'm desperate to get back to triathlon. I did a half Ironman, and I'm desperate to do a full Ironman. And I've actually signed up next year to do something called Long Course Weekend, where you do an Ironman spread over a weekend, and hopefully that goes well. I'll then do a full year after. So in terms of the surgery, basically what they do is they pin back the labrum onto the bone. They call them anchors. I had that done at about 3:30 in the afternoon yesterday. It's now the following morning at about 7:30 in the morning. I'm recording this now because I've basically had no sleep, which I'll come on to in a bit. But in terms of the procedure, I basically was told, in terms of fasting, I could eat before 7 a.m, so nothing to eat after 7 a.m, and then I could drink only water until 11 a.m. After that I couldn't have any fluids at all. I was admitted at 12:30, but because of the way they do it, they admit several people at the same time, then you go into a queue effectively. So I went into theatre at 3:30. The op was about 1 hour long, and they gave me an incredibly powerful nerve block, which meant when I came out of theatre, I was very woozy because I'd had a general anaesthetic, but I felt no pain whatsoever, and in fact I couldn't feel my left arm at all, and I could barely move the fingers of my left hand. So now I can clench my fist and then straighten my hand again like this. Yesterday I could only slowly clench my hand, and my fingers would actually droop down like that, and I couldn't get them up like here. And I certainly couldn't move my arm in any way like this yesterday. So the nerve block is wearing off. I've been given cocodamol tablets, which I think the other name for them is codeine, but I'm not sure, but it's a painkiller. I took 2 at 10 o'clock last night, which is what I was told to do, but I was told I'd probably need to take some during the night. I haven't needed to, and right now I have zero pain, so I'm pretty amazed by that. I thought it would be a lot worse. In terms of the wounds, you can see there's 2 wounds here, and then on the back of my shoulder 2 more. There's a bit of blood there. I think that's from when I was trying to lie down last night. It must have bled a little bit, but it's alright. But yeah, like I said, no pain whatsoever at the moment, and I can actually move my arm a reasonable amount, and yeah, no pain. I've been told I'll be in a sling for 6 weeks. They've given me some very, very basic exercises to do. Got my first physio appointment on Thursday, and then I think we'll be having an appointment every week to gradually improve range of movement and strength. Fingers crossed. They've told me I can start running again in 6 weeks. They've told me I can start using my indoor bike as soon as I'm ready. And if the pain stays like it is at the moment, I plan on basically starting tomorrow, really. And then apparently, I don't quite believe this, but they've said I might be able to start doing breaststroke in about 6 weeks, but that sounds pretty ridiculous to me considering the strain that would put on your shoulder, but who knows. And then fingers crossed, front crawl in about 12 weeks, but we shall see. I just hope I can get back to running pretty soon, because I'm doing a marathon in April, so I really want to be back to doing 10 miles as a long run by the end of December. So 6 weeks from now is the beginning of December, so if I can start gradually building up to 10 miles at the beginning of December, that would be phenomenal. The bike is going to be a bit longer. I can do indoor cycling, but from experience with shoulder dislocations, it often takes me longer to be able to ride outside because every single tiny bump, you really feel it through your shoulder joint. So we'll have to wait and see on the bike. But running is the main thing, and then swimming hopefully February sometime. So in terms of what you might expect if you have a similar thing, like I said, I've had 0 pain so far. I will post some more videos about how the rehab goes and what pain, if any, I have going forwards. I expect there'll be a lot more pain when I start doing more advanced exercises, because they obviously have drilled through my bone and my muscle, and so that's obviously going to feel it when I start doing any kind of exercises with it. But right now, 0 pain. I did have really bad pins and needles in my hand pretty much straight away, and that's only just from about 5 o'clock onwards started to wear off. It's pretty much gone now, but I think that probably was a factor in not being able to sleep. I don't know, but I actually feel really good. I'm really stunned by how little this has hurt. You know, I was just saying to my wife, every time I've had a dislocation, you know, I've felt more pain and discomfort after that than this. And after dislocations, normally I'm pretty wary around other people in case they bump into me, and I'm nervous about dislocating the shoulder or something. I don't feel like that at all with this. So yeah, so far so good. But please leave a comment below if you've had this procedure or you're about to. Please let me know how it went for you, or thoughts, concerns if you're about it, have it. And please like, share, subscribe, particularly if you're gonna have this procedure, because I will be doing more videos about my rehab and my progress and how I get back to hopefully being able to do the things I want to do. Alright, thanks very much guys, thanks for watching, bye bye.